Yeah, I'm very inconsiderate of your video game habits.
Mm-hmm. Tell Tyler, he wants to talk about kickball all day, every day. He can let us talk about kickball too.
Oh, that's not what I'm talking about.
Oh no, it's just us giving each other shit, relationship stuff.
Oh, not, yeah. Well, I want her to talk more about kickball.
All right, guys. So don't share it yet, but in the chat, I just sent you the link. If you want to click it and test it, it should also work.
I want her to talk more about kickball.
So don't share it yet, but in the chat, I just sent you the link. Right? So if you want to click it and test it, it should also work.
I want her to talk more about kickball.
So don't share it yet, but in the chat, I just sent you the
Live in 5. I mean, live.
so if you want to click it and test it, it should also work.
Oh, no, there's Taylor.
Woo! Solid start.
Taylor's in. Guys, are you ready? I'm going to broadcast it.
No, but what's that noise?
Yeah, something's going on.
I'm preaching.
Watching it.
I like it.
No, but what's that noise?
Yeah, something's going on.
Is someone's dog in trouble?
Someone has the actual YouTube.
Oh, maybe.
Oh, it stopped.
Okay, cool.
I think it was my fault. I had YouTube open because I was sharing the link, and then I closed it.
Oh.
Alright, we are going to get started here. Welcome to the Mile High 2017 Pillow Talk podcast. This is my very first time hosting, so thank you guys for joining me. I'm Macy, and I will ask you guys both to I'll say your name, but introduce yourselves, say which team you're playing on, and when you get into Denver. And Jenna, let's start with you.
I am Jenna, and I'm playing with the Chicken Nuggets, and I get in on Thursday night.
Awesome. Let's go Whitney next.
Whitney, playing with Valley Fever, and we fly in very late on Friday, but we're staying through Monday.
Awesome. Taylor?
Taylor Jordan, and I will get in tomorrow night around 7:30.
And can you remind everyone who you're playing with?
Oh, hi.
Thank you. Jen, let's go with you.
I am playing with Villains, and I get in late Friday night and staying through Monday night.
Awesome. And Kelly.
I'm with the Bettys, and I come in Thursday night, and I leave on Monday.
Awesome. I'm with Sins, and actually I don't get in until Sunday morning. So flying in just in the nick of time to play. Okay, you guys, before we jump into so much kickball and everything, I want to know if you have any firsts this tournament, and that can mean whatever you want. For example, this will be my very first time wearing a Fitbit during a kickball tournament. My dad just got me one, so I get to experience steps. But maybe you have some more promiscuous firsts that are planned. I don't know. Kelly, let's go with you. Any firsts coming up this weekend for you?
I mean, it's my first time playing in Denver, so I don't know if that's interesting, but yeah, it's a lot of firsts for me this weekend, I think. So it's like too many to count, but I'm really excited.
Awesome. Whit?
I was trying to think. This is my third time playing in Denver, my third time playing Mile High in Denver. It's not even my first time going to Denver this year.
So you're just rolling in those threes. Okay, cool.
Right? Yeah, let's go.
All right, I love it. Jenna, what about you? What kind of first do you have coming up?
So this is my first time captaining a team.
Cool.
And it's my first time being in Denver single. So boys, hit me up. I know a lot of boys probably watching this.
Yay.
Hear that?
Or girls, Taylor. I know I'm on your top 5.
Oh, yep, you sure are.
Jen, what about you? Any first?
Aside from podcasts, no, not really. I've gone to Denver a couple of times for this tournament. It's not my first time captaining. I did that in Nashville.
Okay.
And maybe my first time sending something to Callie to make a sweet-ass jersey. That's about it.
Very exciting.
I do
Taylor?
have a first, actually. This is my first time I'm playing on a women's team without Jen in Denver.
That is
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll see how that works out for you guys both.
yeah, you're going down.
Okay.
Damn. Fire. Taylor, any first?
This will be my first time working remotely on Friday and Monday prior to and after a tournament. I usually take those days off, and work's a tad rapid right now, so we'll see how that goes.
Okay. So you will not be staying up until 6 in the morning from Sunday to Monday.
No, Macy, I didn't say that.
Okay.
It's just this is the first time I'm working
Nice
remotely.
and very in line. Cool. Well, boys, you heard it here first. Line up for Jenna. We got some raffles going between Jen and Whitney. And Tay, we'll see how your work schedule works out. And Kelly, welcome to your very first Mile High tournament.
Thank you.
Denver is not the same as in Los Angeles, I can tell you that. Okay, you guys, before we talk about actual Denver teams and what we're looking at this coming weekend, there's been some discussion from Kickball 365. You've probably seen it when you've been registering for tournaments about your thoughts of narrowing the kicking lineup down to 12 girls. So that means that 12 people would be on the actual playing roster, and no more than 12 could bat at any given time, including pool play. So really interested to see if you're for or against it, what you think that would do to the game, if it would change it at all, and just any other opinions that you have. Taylor, let's start with you.
Honestly, I'm indifferent. I go back and forth, but selfishly, I like it at 12. I've played a tournament with a team of 9. It was a smaller tournament, of course, but I think that to me, honestly, like the more the merrier, just because you're able to fill in spots and get playing time so people are able to, throughout the day, move up the lineup. I feel like with the lineup of 15, it gives it more ability and capacity to get to that point. So I just think it's unfair sometimes to the other people that might be the 13th, 14th subs. And I know that we might get to that in a little bit. But overall, I'm not for the change.
Okay.
Just because I like it the way it is, and it's not, again, I'm not being selfish. It does well for other teams that are really trying to build up and see where that depth is.
Cool. Is anyone for the change to 12? Jenna, how come?
I'm not in any way, shape, or form a kicker. So like if I'm up in a situation, I would just love to have a sub to be able to come in for me.
Oh, interesting. Okay, cool.
And I know a lot of soccer girls are, they're more comfortable kicking than they are fielding. And I was always a softball girl. So I think it plays to the strengths of the player.
Okay, so not that I'm uninterested in hearing everybody's thoughts about the 12 kicker, but that kind of leads into our other question about substitutions and the strategy behind them. Whitney, I saw you nodding your head a little bit. Does what Jenna says resonate about trying to use your utility players differently?
Yeah, well, we see it in other sports. You see it in soccer when you gotta, maybe play more defense now that you're up. You see it in baseball when you need a home run as opposed to just a single. Like, why not also do it in kickball? Although it's less professional. But still, it's the same mentality, right? We don't all have the same strengths in the field. We don't all have the same strengths on offense. So just put them in when you need them.
Right. Kelly, how do you feel about 12 girls in the lineup and then the use of substitutions and what that does strategy-wise?
Well, as long as cutting it to 12, I think I'd rather it stay at 15 because if people are going to travel and like put the time in to come to a tournament, I think they should get to play. And then that's kind of up to the coach or the captain to decide who plays how much. And then substitutions, kind of the same thing. Like I just want people to get more play time. So whatever allows the most people to play is kind of what I'm for.
Very cool. Jen, anything else?
I like the 15 cap right now, especially when it comes to getting more people interested in circuit. And so sometimes you can't bring new people with a very short roster because they're probably going to be a liability and you won't have anyone to really teach them when everyone's out on the field and they can't really learn. They have no one to watch if they're out there just doing it. So I think for growth wise and getting new people interested, 15 works. As far as subs, I mean, like Jen, I'm softball minded. I know that I'm better on defense than I am on offense. So if there's someone that can come in and kick a home run or line drive that we need, then I'm all about the subs. You definitely have to be strategic with it. And with the limit at 3, you don't want to use them too early, but you also don't want to risk waiting too late because you never know really what's going to happen.
Yeah, really interesting to be able to use your subs at just the right time. I know that a lot of coaches do utilize this both in co-ed and in women's. And I'm kind of with you guys, the majority. I think I'm totally cool with 15, and coaches and captains have the capability of narrowing that kicking roster down if they want to. But as far as growing the sport, I certainly would want to expose as many women as possible to be able to be a part of it. Yeah, Whitney.
Kind of a follow-up. Do we get close to the 15? Because I was going through all the rosters, at least for Denver, and most people are sitting at 12. So is it really even that big of an issue? Besides, like, when we go to CCC, when we're bringing everybody?
I think the registered teams is more of an issue, especially like your home tournaments and local tournaments.
Yeah.
But for availables teams, like I know with our team, we capped it at, I think, 12. We just didn't want anyone to be upset about playing time or have to worry about that, especially Denver. It's not too hot usually.
Mm-hmm.
So it doesn't like wear you out as bad as some of the other cities like New Orleans and Atlanta. So I think a lot of teams actually, especially availables, cap it at 12. Maybe 13.
Yeah, there's a lot of light rosters going into Denver. And I think that, it can work for or against you depending on what types of players that you're working with. Okay, you guys, we're going to go into our very first round of Marry, Fuck, Kill. I don't know if you know,
God.
but I'm very nervous when it comes to doing this. So I'm going to really put the spotlight on everybody else. And what I would like to do is share a small picture of each person that.
Oh my God.
So I've actually logically, this is not just random men that we know in the kickball world. The first is our champion king bracket. So these are the guys that have really racked up a lot of wins. They've seen a lot of FaceTime with the trophies. Maybe that's a desirable trait, maybe not. I don't know. So going for our first round of Marry, Fuck, Kill, let me show you who you're working with. Up first, we have Graham Duff playing with Flying V. We also have Tyler Granlund, who's on Sofa King. Yes, he does have a child, ladies. Then we are looking at British, who is on the 2-time Denver champion Crooked Roosters team. So again, that is Graham Duff, Tyler Granlund, and British Panther. So now, let's go with Whitney. You are up.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I was just asking Tyler, I was like, which rooster is she going to pick? Let's see. Benny, stop it. Sorry, my dog's name is also Benny, and they both share their love of beer in common. So, Oh, goodness. I forgot all of them. Well, since Tyler has the baby, I'd say marry him. He seems family material, right? Let's see. I guess because I know British, it's okay. I'm sorry, British. You make great shoes. Kill British. Sorry. And therefore, you have to fuck Graham. Or
Cool. Well, that's a good transition to Jenna.
Well, Graham actually just texted me so I could kill him, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. And I love British with all my heart. He made me the greatest pair of Tupac shoes, cleats that Graham gave me for Christmas or my birthday last year. So I think I'm gonna marry. No, wait, I didn't say that. Marry British, killing Graham, and who was the other guy?
Tyler Graham.
Tyler, and then I'll fuck Tyler.
Kelly, you're up.
I'm up.
Mhm.
Okay, well, like you said, Tyler's already married to a Kelly, so at least if I'm his second wife, he knows what he's doing, right? So I'll marry Tyler. I think that I would have to. I don't think I could like scream out the name British, so I think I'm gonna kill him and fuck Graham.
Damn, I love it.
Guys, Graham's not that great.
Jenna, everyone gets to have their own opinion about
Okay.
All right, Jen, you're up.
Me?
Yep.
Oh, so I don't know Tyler at all, so I have less guilt about killing him, I guess. Really simple to hide a body if you don't care about it. And I kind of agree that, well, I don't know. I agree that calling out British's name during sex would not really flow so well, but I guess I gotta fuck British and marry Graham. I don't know. That works.
It's not a citizen.
What you got? Taylor?
Oh, it's my turn.
The moment you've been waiting for, Taylor.
Well, everyone's answers, it really just has my head spinning. But I'm gonna go ahead and I'm definitely gonna fuck British. Like right when you said British, I knew that one because I think there's multiple things that you could say about British, but that swag game. And then Tyler, definitely marrying Tyler. He has a beautiful baby or babies, but I see one a lot on Facebook and it's so cute. And he also has really good grammar when he posts things and that's kind of a turn on. So I'm definitely marrying Tyler. Graham, I'm gonna have to kill you. We're devil's advocate buddies all the time. And I just think that we'd clash. So sorry, but I'm definitely killing Graham.
Oh man. Okay. So this always makes me very nervous. So I'm going to try and go very fast, but I think I'm going to kill Tyler because he was part of a rules committee that suspended me from an entire tournament. I'm still bitter about it. I think I'm going to marry Graham because we've had some good conversations about real life. So I feel like he'd be a really great listener and communicator. And that just leaves sleeping with British, and he probably wouldn't really care afterwards, so I wouldn't have to deal with too much of that. That's it for the first segment of Marry, Fuck, Kill. Whew. All right, let's talk this weekend. Get down to the nitty-gritty. We have 17 teams going, 3 pools, and we are looking at 12 advancing, which means there's going to be a play-in round that leads to the final 8. So I'd love to hear about the top 8. If you know it offhand, you don't need to go in order. And I'd really like to hear when you talk about your top 8, if you've got a dark horse in there, and maybe how they land in that top 8. So all eyes on you whenever you guys are ready. Just start listing it off or raise your hand. Not all at once. Whitney, you're up.
Okay. So I have home favorites as number 1 seed, Mile High. I think Chicken Nuggets at my 2 seed. I think they're going to score a lot of extra runs in that group. Sins at 3. I got Arizona Clash at 4 and 5, Valley and Haboobs. My dark horse, Balls Light. I think they shouldn't be a bin 6 team, and I think they get away with not having to play Mile High, so that'll boost them up a little bit. I kind of have 7, 8, and 9 between Villains, Colorado, Wildfire, and Lisa Frank. Rounding out, top 12, in no particular order, Synced Up, Plastics, and Betties.
Okay, and can you give us the 4 down to 2 down to 1 real quick?
So my 4, Mile High, Chicken Nuggets, Sins, and Valley. I think we're finally going to get our win over Haboobs. We've been so close so many times. Finally reigned supreme for Arizona kickball. And then finals, Mile High and Sins, with Mile High taking it all this time. Because you guys got Portland, and they're hungry for that out at home plate. So thanks to you, Macy. You started this.
Very cool. And the Sins Mile High 2015 tournament saw the same matchup, so it's a lot of blood there. I like it. Let's go one more before I'll keep coming back to everybody's picks, but Kelly, what do you have for your top 8 here?
Okay, keep in mind, very new to all this, so I don't have an order or seeds, and I don't even know if this is possible based on the pools, but I have Mile High Club, Sins, Haboobs, Chicken Nuggets, great name, by the way, Betty's, Lisa Frank, Valley Fever, and Colorado Wildfire for my top
Cool,
8.
and anyone in there, your dark horse?
Huh?
Anyone in there?
We're the dark horse.
Nice, I love it. And then your 4 down to 2 down to 1.
4 to 2 to 1. Okay, for 4 I have Mile High, Sins, Chicken Nuggets, and Betty's because we're the dark horse. So, and then for final I have Mile High Club and Sins, and I gotta go with my West Coast ladies, so I'm gonna pick Sins.
Right.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm on the West Coast.
That's true. Your team is not.
West Coast on this.
Okay, you guys, everyone's going to get to talk about their top 8, but Kelly brought up a really good point. A little bit new, and also she mentioned the Betties, who just made their first tournament appearance in Portland. We have seen a few brand new women's teams, and a lot have come from regionalization. And I know that we've seen some members of teams who were disbanded due to either regionalization, people just moving on with their lives, whatever it might be, trying to keep it alive and formulating new groups, getting new women involved, women who play recreational kickball but haven't traveled competitively. So I'd love to hear what you guys think about these new teams that have come up, if you think that it's growing the sport, and if we're doing it right, or what we can do to make it better. Jenna, let's start with you.
I think we're definitely doing it right. I feel like Denver always has a lot of teams come out locally, and even like I think one of Arizona, Albuquerque, right?
Arizona and New Mexico are in the same region.
Yeah.
Aren't there 2 teams from each of those states?
There's just 2 Arizona ladies teams.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, I definitely think that this is it's what kickball needs. Like, everyone's worried that kickball's not going to be around in a couple of years because we're not bringing in new talent, and you have to start somewhere. So I think it's really good. Even if the teams don't stick around, the people will recognize talent and they'll pick them up. So it's not like we're going to still keep adding people. I think it's really good for kickball. There's more we could do, obviously, but I think it's a good start.
Great. And then, Jen, I know that you previously played on a team who, I don't know if they're officially disbanded at this point, but maybe struggled to keep their numbers together. Do you want to speak a little bit about that and what it takes to get a new group together?
I was previously on the Jangles. I see they're not coming to Denver, which surprised me a little bit, but I know they're working some things out, trying to get their regionalizations in order, combine with some other Texas ladies, and try and form a couple of teams based out of there. With us and me doing availables more was to try and get more of our local based ladies who were kind of feeling left out because they weren't on teams to begin with and are interested in traveling, and tried to do it for Nashville at first. Got about 5 or 6 girls, not quite enough to make a full team. So we're just going to keep bringing more local girls as we can on availables teams throughout the rest of this year, and maybe try again for next season with a full Baton Rouge or, you know, local regionalization type area for us. It's tough to get some of the women to travel because they've, for whatever reason, most of the Baton Rouge girls are there for their boyfriends. So to find the competitive ones in Baton Rouge isn't really easy if they're not already on a team. So, but I think the regionalization can be good. So it just has to be looked at a little bit broader. Reach out for some of the competitive girls, maybe not just in your area, but expand a little bit more.
Right. Whitney, as one of 2 teams from your region, who I think you guys have, Arizona in general has a pretty big, and New Mexico has a pretty big recreational kickball pool. How do you feel about the emergence of new women's teams? Do you feel like it's something that your region can do or is doing?
Well, I think Valley at least is due, because I can't really speak for her moves, but I know Valley is consistently trying to get new people. I think every tournament we have like 2 or 3 new people, but it's just really hard trying to get people to travel. Like there's a big cost to that, trying to get time off of work. Like not everyone has a 9-to-5 Monday through Friday job that allows them to take time off. So trying to get people to travel. We have 365 competitive league on Friday, and all of those are the same people that travel to tournaments. But we also have like a kick-only league most of the days of the week, or a Waka league a few days a week, where it's not as competitive and it's more of a social thing. So it's harder to get people to be like, hey, we're not doing like really easy kickball anymore. It's like serious. So while there's people out there, I don't know so much about trying to recruit them for something that's super competitive, but there's probably a lot of interest in it. I just can't go out based on my work schedule to collect people.
Yeah, explaining competitive kickball to people who are either in recreational kickball or just completely outside of the world is always a fun conversation. All right, Taylor, how do you feel about the emergence of new women's teams? Have you seen anyone that makes you real hopeful for some new competition?
You know, I had to take a break after you asked the question because I am such a fan of Wildfire that I bought a jersey because I don't want to end up being a bandwagon fan. And I love this team because they're from Denver. There are a couple or a few girls that were on Mile High Club previously. And they split off, and the rule came about. I'm not a fan of it, or I was not a fan of it because of the whole Cora situation. I'm not even going to go there. But this team truly has like taken Denver. And Denver's small. Like it really is small. If you've ever lived there, you'd know it's small, and has really just like gone to the roots to identify where that talent is. Oh my gosh, they're great. And, you know, I have them in my top 8 for sure. I have them actually going to Final Four, but they're raw talent that I feel like they have the passion to play. And I just feel like every city's untapped. And it really takes just passionate, happy individuals that love kickball, whether they win or lose, to get that talent. I mean, they have one of the best chargers in the entire league. I'm excited. I hope that they do really well in this tournament. I mean, it is their own playing field and it's different with altitude. So we'll see how they do. But, you know, it's almost like Wildfire paid me to say all this, but they really didn't. I'm just really passionate about these new teams. And I think that they're a really good example of what can happen if you try and recruit talent, start from the bottom and work your way up.
Yeah, I think that's a great segue into passionate, fun individuals who are trying to play. I think I can speak from my own region and have Kelly follow up, but the Bettys have kind of done that same thing, taken some stragglers that when Golden Girls disbanded, along with some other Southern California recreational kickballers, and built this really positive group of women who are traveling. I mean, seeing you guys in Portland was awesome, and I know sharing a region with a new team is exciting. Kind of what Kelly said before about West Coast love, kind of having regionalization be people working together is great. And Kelly, maybe you can talk about how you've helped to build that team.
Well, it's kind of funny. A couple people have said this, that we're like a reincarnation of Golden Girls, but we're actually not. The Golden Girls were just kind of like amicably, they were just done playing. Like a few, I think 3 girls got married in the last few months. A few people moved to the East Coast, and the rest of them just want to have brunch all the time. So they were like, I asked them if they wanted to play, and they were like, nah, we're good. We're over it. I still have my Golden Girls mug though. Like, it was very amicable. Most of them just didn't want to play anymore. Yeah. So from Golden Girls, it's just me and Michelle Molina, actually. And she was not with us in Portland. She's coming to Denver. But we pretty much put together an entire team, me and Rebecca. And we just, like you said, we just talked to girls who were playing regular kickball. We had friends say like, oh, you should talk to this girl. You should talk to so-and-so. She might be down. But explaining traveling kickball to people, they're like, yeah, I'll play kickball. And then you're like, cool, will you fly to Portland and play kickball? And they're like,
no, for $5.
No, I will not. But once we started practicing, like the group of girls we got is just really positive and fun. And once everyone was hanging out at practice and stuff, I think it just kind of took off from there, and everyone's having a great time. And we went to Portland and everybody loved it, and we've got a lot of good momentum right now. So I'm really excited. Most of us are new to circuit. We have me, Michelle, and then Amanda Fenner are the only 3 who were like previously playing circuit, and then everybody else is new. So it's kind of cool.
I love it. All right, let's get back to a couple choices for our top 8 for Denver. Jenna, what do you say?
Okay, my 8. I've got Mile High, Sins, Haboobs, and Valley Fever. Oh, obviously chicken nuggets. I really want to put plastics in 6. And then my problem is the people I want to be in are in the same pool. I think pool B is the hardest.
I agree. But again, that could happen. You could have a heavy pool emergence.
Yeah, luckily there's 6 teams in that pool, so everyone can play around. And so my last 2 would be Lisa Frank and Colorado Wildfire.
Cool.
I really want to see Colorado Wildfire and Lisa Frank play again.
Okay. Are you calling Plastics your dark horse, or?
Yeah, they're my dark horse for sure.
Cool. And then your top 4 into 2 into 1?
Well, I think Colorado Wildfire and Lisa Frank should have been switched in the pools. I think Lisa Frank should have been pulled.
Been to quite a few more tournaments.
That's gotta be, yeah, okay. I think Colorado Wildfire will be like the sleeper, and I think they'll beat Lisa Frank. But I think Plastics is a really good lineup, and they're small. And I think playing with so many New Orleans girls, you like see talent and that you don't really see when you're just playing random tournaments. I think they're gonna be and they have Josh, and he's thinking of he's crazy. Like, he's crazy. He will do anything. And he'll just find a way. So I'm gonna put Plastics up as my between Plastics and Colorado Wildfire. Those are my sleepers.
Okay, and then your top 4.
My top 4 are Chicken Nuggets. We're gonna beat Haboobs. Mile High, Sins, and Plastics.
All right, and then your championship game and your winners?
My championship is going to be the Nugs versus Mile High. And I've got to take my Nugs.
is. I love
it. Like probably like cringing right now. And look at Taylor. She doesn't even want to look at me.
So we still have some more people to go through to talk about the top 8 and who's going to go to the Final 4 and the championship and be in the winner's circle. But I believe it's time for our second round of Marry, Fuck, Kill. So once again, I will be broadcasting these fine men. And let me tell you a little bit about how these 3 entered the conversation for Marry, Fuck, Kill. When we play co-ed, whether we're watching it or we're actually in the game, whatever it might be, one of the main positions that we always see is on the West Coast, we say crasher, but y'all say charger, so I'll say charger in this instance. And we see these guys that maybe they're former baseball players, basketball players, and they have these incredible throws. So we're going to go for the Marry, Fuck, Kill charger game. And I tried to pick 3 standouts from different areas of the nation. And so our first person up for Marry, Fuck, Kill is Vinny. You might know him from many different teams, but he's currently the charger on Relax. Your second option is Gene. Gene is the notorious chest pass charger from Situation. And finally, we have Poolin, who is on the Gordon Pond Bays from your very own Lockdown season. And those are your 3 choices for Marry, Fuck, Kill. And Kelly, you're up first.
No.
Wait, okay.
As a reminder, we have Vinny, Dean, and Poolin.
Wait, sorry, the first 2 are from, I don't know the first 2. But
Yeah, the first 2?
Anybody?
I'm sorry. I played against Relax, but I don't know them.
He's new to Relax this year.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm a rook. What can I say?
You'll learn, yeah.
You know what? Just let me tell you a little bit about Vinny.
Okay.
So Vinny's a very clean individual. I've never seen him with a bad haircut. He has a major swag game as well with his clothes. And he's pretty cute. He's pretty good at kickball. I can't think of any bad things to say about Vinny, but
and you can talk about each of the men as you pick them.
yeah.
Wait,
so
what?
I just wanted to give her a recap of Vinny, and she'll hopefully
Thumbs up to a championship.
Okay. Well, I'm not gonna fuck Poolin, so I guess I'm gonna kill him. And then Vinny, who's the clean one, I'll fuck him. No, I'll marry him. And then I don't even remember their names.
Dean is your last choice.
You cut out. What are their names again? I'm the worst at this. I'm sorry.
No.
Okay. Yeah, I'll marry Vinny, the clean one. Is that what it was? And then it keeps cutting out. I'm not that stupid. I just can't hear very well.
Jean, like a pair of jeans.
Lee. Okay.
Like Jean is
all
Right.
like the jeans. Okay. Yeah. So I'll marry him and then kill Poolin and then fuck the other one, I guess.
All right. Sorry,
Poolin.
Vinny. You guys are apparently interchangeable, according to Kelly. But Jenna, let's hear what you think for these married boys.
I can't hear anything.
Jenna.
okay. That is tough. Like I'm debating between marrying Jean or Vinny. Like I feel like they're the same person. They're both really good at kickball and just like super nice human beings. But I think I'm gonna marry Vinny, and I'm gonna F Jean because he's like good with his hands, and then I'm gonna kill Poolin because I don't know much about him.
All right. Whitney, let's go to you.
Okay, so I think mostly gonna follow along with Jenna. I'm gonna fuck Jean because you gotta respect a chest pass. marry Vinny. I mean, Taylor talked him up so well. And then this is mostly just like a revenge thing. Taco Cat had a lead up on Gordon Bombay's, and we kind of lost it in a bad, weird call kind of way. So unfortunately, Poulin's on the end of that one, and I gotta kill him.
I can't even remember that game, but that's okay. Poulin, you're done. Taylor, you're up.
I'm definitely fucking Vinny. He's super clean. That's very important. But I'm only fucking him if he wears his white crew socks. And then
wardrobe check.
Well, he always wears those damn socks every tournament. So, and they're sparkling white because he's clean. And then Jean, I'm marrying Jean for sure. We would have very dark, tall babies. That's very important. I'm all about the babies with the Mary, by the way. That's what I think about. Going back to Tyler. And then Poulin, I don't really know him. Macy, you would have changed the game if I had JCR in here because I have deep love for JCR up here in San Francisco. So.
Oh, sorry. He doesn't play that position. That would have ruined my segmentation of men.
Just want to give a little shout out. Hey, JCR now engaged.
Jen, what do you say?
Who's the baseball guy? Because I'm going to need to be a part of that.
Poulin from the Bombays is your baseball player.
All right. Well, me and my thing for baseball players, so I guess I'm going to have to go ahead and fuck the shit out of that. And I don't really know any of these guys too much. I mean, I've seen them play and I know of them, obviously. So I guess I will marry Vinny since he's obviously the man to beat, and kill Jean.
Oh man, we gotta.
How could you do that?
I don't know.
Okay. Am I the only one left? Did everyone go? Okay. I was really hoping someone else had to go. Okay, so Poulin's one of my, I know all these guys. Okay, I'm gonna marry Vinny. I agree, he's super clean, and I feel like maybe he would help me with my laundry. And with he'd be like a nice partner. I'm really sorry for him, but I feel like he would be very forgiving if I killed him. And then, yeah, Jean, I'll go for the Jean pool and get a little height into the mix and sleep with him. And that's my choices. Let's go. All right, you guys, we did it. Now, let's get back to the end of hearing our top 8. And I think, Taylor, you are up.
So I'm gonna go ahead in no particular order. Start with Mile High Club, and then Sins. By the way, Macy, how many are you guys missing?
Quite a few. I think we're missing 7.
Oh wow.
Yeah, you guys are still stacked. It just depends on everyone's attitude during the day. That's when you guys win. And then definitely Colorado Wildfire. I already took off the jersey, but kind of want to put it back on just to say it. Chicken Nuggets coming in hot. Valley Fever. Betty's. I actually traded you guys out for plastics. And then a boobs and 512. Am I the first one that has said 512?
I'm with you.
They are freaking good. Watch out. We've played them and we didn't make any subs, but I think our minds were blown a little bit. Just like there's raw talent and I can't wait. I hope they travel more and they come out more because I really hope that they do well this tournament, and I think it will motivate them to travel more. So I'm going to narrow that down quickly to Mile High Club, Sense, Colorado Wildfire, and Chicken Nuggets.
Championship game?
Mile High Club, Colorado Wildfire.
Champions?
This one was a tough one. It was really hard. I'm gonna go with Mile High Club. Hopefully it's our first championship of the year, home turf, and we all want it so bad. So that's all I have to say.
Okay.
Mile High Club.
All right. I like it. A little grudge match on Denver turf with the two home teams. Very cool. Jen, I think you're the only one that I haven't asked. Am I right?
Other than yourself, yes.
Yeah.
So no particular order. I have Mile High Club, Sins, Nuggets, Valley Fever. I mean, they're coming off of a Final Four appearance, so I think they're hungry. I have, obviously, my villains. Balls Light as my sleeper. Haboobs and Colorado Wildfire. I really want Plastics to make it. They did pick up 2 people like last night. That's roommate knowledge, so I'll probably get in trouble in a minute. But they're rolling with 11 instead of 9 now. But I still think, I mean, they get hot-headed a lot amongst themselves, and I think it's to their detriment sometimes. But, I mean, I'd like to see them go far. But, so those are my 8. And then if we were going to 12, I'd have 512 Bam in there for sure, especially that girl. I think she plays first base. She's really tall. She turned a double play versus 15 in Dallas and got Brett and Ray, their 2 studs, out, and it was fantastic. So if they could pick up a few more pieces, they're definitely a team to look out for going forward. My final 4, I have Mile High, Sins, Nuggets, and Valley Fever. Then Mile High and Sins with Mile High taking it.
Right. I like it. Okay, I do have my 8, 4, 2, and 1 also. But before we get there, I have one more final question for you guys. And it's something that has yet to be discussed on any podcast, I believe. And that's about wardrobe. So not only do we as women kickball players face things like burns from sliding, things like bruises and wear and tear on our own bodies, but we also face weather issues such as rain, really hot. So when we're talking about wardrobe, what are you guys packing to ensure that you are ready for anything that might hit coming up in Denver this weekend? Taylor, let's start with you.
We'll have to bring 2 suitcases because I'm going straight to a work trip. So I'll be, yeah, I know. But I probably won't pack anything special. I'm not even going to sit here and lie just because I try and pack light. It doesn't really happen. And I'll bring outfits and I probably won't wear them. I will, yeah, I'm not going to bring any Under Armour. Yeah, I'm not going to pack anything special. I'm sorry.
Well, I so appreciate the honesty. Thank you. Jen, what about you? Anything special that you have going for wardrobe this weekend?
Well, I learned in Nashville and all the hot turf that sliding on that's not fun. So I am going to make sure that I have some leggings in there just in case sliding gets to be pretty rough on Saturday, that I'm more protected on Sunday where I'm more likely to make crazy ass plays. But typically I just throw a bunch of shit in a bag and whatever I grab out, I'm just going to go with. And I did buy some lime green shorts, not going to lie, to go with my Villains jersey just because, I mean, they look really great and I have to wear them. But I don't know if that's going to happen. It's just going to depend on how I feel on Sunday. As far as going out stuff, I don't really pack. If it fits, it's going in the bag and I'll figure it out when I get there.
I love it.
I think you should wear the shorts. I you know, I'm just the lime green shorts. I think you need to wear them.
Fashion advice, and we know Taylor's been talking a lot about what she likes other people to wear. So
Yep.
That is true.
Grab
I
your
don't have white
crystal.
socks, I don't think. So
no clean white socks. Still you, Vinny. Kelly, wardrobe.
I was just attempting to pack like right before this and literally thinking about this. It's gonna be hot, right? So I want to wear shorts, but then it's gonna rain. So and then sliding. I don't know. I have compression shorts and leggings. I'm gonna pack all over it and kind of see what happens. Like the morning of.
I like it.
Yeah.
Cool. Whitney, what about you?
So I'm super pale. I normally wear long sleeves and leggings. Plus, we have our sweet Arizona high socks, so always got to wear those, even though they're super hot. So it'll be more of the same thing. I just got to protect myself from getting sunburned for 2 days while I'm out in the sun. But yeah, that's kind of my normal. I know for Portland, I packed like every warm weather item I had.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just long sleeves, make sure I don't get all cut up.
Cool. Jenna, the single lady, heading to Denver. What's her wardrobe look like?
So I've been switching back between like leggings and like shorts. And what I've come to realize is I look like whenever I see like pictures that like John takes of me bunting, my cellulite is out of control. So I've started only wearing leggings just to cover that up. But like for going,
do a better job on the pictures, please.
yeah, can we get some?
Yeah, it's Cannery's fault.
Yeah, and then like whenever I go out, I always pack like super cute outfits, but I end up wearing like a training bra and like a tank top. It never ends up like really working out for me. So I usually lately I've been packing a lot less, more like workout clothes.
Cool. Yeah, I mean my wardrobe is technically pretty light for Denver. I'm coming straight from a wedding, so just gonna snap on those old fishnet shorts over the leggings and give it a go.
There you go.
Okay, you guys, you've been excellent guests. I will finish with my top 8, 4, 2, and 1, and then leave an open floor to give final thoughts about this weekend. In no particular order, I do have Mile High Club, Thins, Chicken Nuggets, Lisa Frank, Haboob's, Colorado Wildfire, Valley Fever, and the Bettys making it to the top 8. And then I have the 4 going down to Mile High Club, Sins, Chicken Nuggets, and I do think Haboob's takes that grudge match with Arizona. Plus, I gotta support my girl Alicia. And then like I mentioned before, Sins is traveling with a relatively light roster. We're not the same team that was just in Portland, but I think that we finally step up, make it to the finals, get a repeat against Mile High Club, and get a repeat championship and take it again. But I don't think any road for any team will be easy this weekend. I think the altitude is always a factor. Denver is not an infield game always, so excited to see it. And that's pretty much it for my final pick. What do you guys thoughts?
Macy, you was cutting out a bit. I just, for confirmation and friendship purposes, did you say Sins was going to win it, or?
Yes, I just want to make sure I said that it's going to be Mile High in the final. Like maybe with a really
Okay.
Wait, Macy. I feel like we need to do like Fuck Mary for Taylor.
You need to do a what?
The lesbian kill fuck Mary for Taylor.
Lesbian Mary fuck show. You go. Taylor.
It's only
Taylor. All names.
Equality.
Tara. And
Yeah?
and
I only heard one name.
Alicia, Tara, Whitney.
You can't do that.
You have to marry Whitney. Like, she might be listening.
Duh, but you can't. What's the fun in that? It's like, okay, yeah, okay.
It'll be fun.
Okay, well, we don't have to. We'll figure out the answer later. We don't have to listen to it now. We'll let you think about it, Taylor.
Well, I just want Tara to play really well this weekend, so I'm not going to kill her prior to the tournament.
So
Wait on that.
Are you confirming that you would be killing Alicia?
Yeah, you want
I'm actually not. I'm not answering because I know for a couple of you guys we could go the same route.
Okay, got it. Okay, you guys, thank you so much for Mile High Kickball Open 2017 Pillow Talk podcast. Beautiful, wonderful guests. Good luck to everybody this weekend. And for everyone playing co-ed, good luck on Saturday.
Great job hosting, Macy.
Good job.
Good luck, ladies.
Bye, all of our international fans.